Have you ever wanted to play a fighting game where you exclusively play with your own custom characters? We know that this is a feature that many modern fighting games offer, but for Fusion Fighters, we truly believe that we've made the most innovative fighting game ever with this concept. Fusion Fighters is a fighting game where players create their own characters and then do battle with them. In this game, everything starts with your equipment. Players can create custom equipment for their fighters by using various resources that are unlocked through regular gameplay. You can create new equipment at any time and use any combination of materials for your equipment. Different types of equipment include weapons, subs, and apparel, each one having many varieties. Once you've created some equipment, it's time to start making builds. Builds have a primary weapon, a secondary weapon, a badge, an ultimate, and more. It was important to us to make this process as streamlined and easy to use as possible, so that players can iterate their designs effortlessly, which is why you can test out your build while you're making it. It was also important to us to let players express themselves in a variety of ways, so there are virtually zero limitations when it comes to what you can do with your builds. Players can also have as many builds on their devices as they want. At any time after you've made builds, it's time to fight. Choose from a variety of stages and rule sets. Find a friend and have fun. The sky's the limit in Fusion Fighters. Speaking of fighting against other opponents, let's talk about online. Players will be glad to hear that Fusion Fighters uses a rollback netcode-based solution, and because of this, players will experience virtually zero lag when playing online, no matter what country your opponent is in. When you couple this with the great online experience that the game offers, it will feel like you're playing in the same room as your opponents. Players will also be able to play the arcade mode online, as well as in local co-op. Basically, if you can do it locally, you can do it online. There are lots of stages to pick from to do your battles on. Ranging from futuristic laboratories to dingy alleyways, there are many backdrops for your battles. However, the designs aren't the only thing that change. Each stage has a unique layout, and some stages will have gizmos that players can interact with, like lasers, moving vehicles, and more. We even have plans to include a stage editor when the game releases, so stay tuned. On top of stages, players can choose whether or not items can spawn when playing, with each item impacting gameplay in a different way. Some items heal, some explode, and some will stun your opponents, so have fun. Along with custom builds and stages, players can also create their own custom rule sets. Custom rule sets allow players to truly customize their fighting experience. Whether you want to change how many lives each player has, what the win condition is, or even what items the players start the battle with, you can have truly epic battles that you wouldn't be able to have in any other fighting game. When the game releases, you'll also be able to share all your creations online via the Steam Workshop. There's so much to love about this game, but one last thing to mention today are the polish and quality of life features that make the game feel amazing to play. For example, players can warm up while waiting for other players to be ready. This means that the character select screen is actually the stage itself, which, once you've gotten used to, you can't go back to how it works in other fighting games. The soundtrack is also dynamic and reacts to the battle to feel more immersive. Another quality of life feature that the game has is remembering what character you last played as between play sessions. These may be small, but they all add up to create a fun experience that you won't find anywhere else. Thank you for watching our video today. It means the world to us that you're here. If you like what you've seen, please consider donating to the Kickstarter. Backers can get access to exclusive alpha builds, a digital copy of the soundtrack and art book, the ability to create your own content for the final game that everyone can use, and more. Please read the list of backer bonuses for more information. Oh, and one more thing. Please enjoy access to a special alpha demo for the game that you can play for free. In it, you can experience a small slice of content that will be in the final game. Thanks again, and please support and share with friends and family if you're able to. Happy fusion fighting!